Hello, my name's Larry Hussey, and my brand is Drug Force. Drug Force is definitely the world's first AI animated web series. Definitely. No one made web series episodes out of AI animation before I did because I was using Kyber beta test mode and making episodes out of it. So I made the first AI animated web series. That's me. So I just got. So since because of that, oh hey, happy Friday to you too, superfan. Yeah, I just got back from the Bellevue, Washington Arts Fair. It's a free arts fair. That's why I was going there, of course. I'm wearing my Picasso t-shirt. The first time I ever wore my Picasso t-shirt. And didn't get as much cred for wearing it as I thought I would. That's all right. But yeah, Bellevue, Washington Arts Fair. It's a free outdoor arts fair. Usually it's really hot, and maybe Saturday, Sunday it will be hot because it's this time of year, and um, but part of it is in parking garage. So it's actually it's sheltered from both the rain and the sun, and so part of it is in the sun outdoors, and part of it is in a parking garage. So because in the past it's been really hot, but today it started out misting, and so I brought a jacket in my urban hiking pack, but I didn't need it because it stopped raining. And so I have some takeaways from Bellevue Arts Fair, which is a big deal for me because it's a local arts fair. It what it is there's booths where artists sell their own art, and so it was very fun to see all this art. It's mentally exhausting right now. One very interesting booth that I looked at was a guy who paints art of people looking at paintings, and so it's a painting of a painting and a person looking at that painting, and so that is very meta, of course, but it was very entertaining to look at. So you're looking at a painting of someone looking at a painting. That was fun to watch. And then there was another one that I don't know. Yeah, it was cool. And so I was walking around, and then another one was this one where, unfortunately, the artist wasn't sitting in her director's chair, and so I was going to tell the artist that I think he or she, I don't know who, that I think he or she is really onto something because most of it was uh, female space astronauts in space with helmets and spacesuits, and then another part of it with the paintings actually dripping as if they're melting off or something. I thought that she had something very visually stunning, and everything was really glossy and stuff. So, but I think it was her, but the artist wasn't sitting there, so I didn't get to tell him or her that I thought she was really on to something that could be really popular. And this, yes, out of this world ladies, that's right. And so they were doing different things with helmets and with floating in space and stuff. And it was I thought that was a very interesting booth. And the popular booths seems like wood carving is very popular. If you carve wood, you might want to sell your wares at an arts fair. The wood carver booths seem to be full of people, and the traditional paintings didn't really seem to be full of people yet. Now, of course, I'm already gone. I was the first one there. It's going to continue going on tomorrow, and well, tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, Friday, Saturday, the 25th through the 27th. And it's like I said, it's free except for the nightly music concert on the roof of the mall. So that's the only thing you would need to buy a ticket for. One thing I was disappointed at is I was curious about volunteering like next year or whatever. And so I went to this table that I went to this table that was for volunteers, and all it had was this QR code. It said mobile check in. I'm like, oh, Well, I don't have one of those thingies, and so I guess I'm not going to talk to anyone about, about volunteering for this. Oh well. And then there were some booths there that seemed a little out of place. There was one lady who was selling tea, and it wasn't tea that she made; it was just tea. And, and then there was, but I'd like to say thank you to System Pavers for telling me I could have a free koozie. So System Pavers is rewarded by shouting them out right there. And then there was this. This was probably my favorite image of the arts fair, and that is this here. Now this is a man in an old fashioned hat and his arm in his jacket, kneeling down. And of course, I thought, wow, that looks like a private eye from a private eye story. And so I talked to the artist and I said, well, I really like that one. And he says, yeah, it's like a from the Depression or someone from the Depression. I'm like, yeah. And he said, yeah, I know, or a private eye. Yeah. So, and before you think that all I did was just take a business card, I asked him, "Do you have anything else with this image on it?" And he said, "Just the original." And he had a big giant painting in the back, and he had other prints of other works, but he didn't have any more prints of this. He's like, "Just the original." I'm like, "Okay." So, so I wasn't able to buy anything with that image on it, but I would be willing to just show his name here, Daniel Cottrell, Duval, Washington, danielcottrell.com, Facebook and Instagram. So that was my favorite. Of course, I was thinking, someone like Dean Redletter trying to solve a case. He's even reaching in his jacket as if he has a piece in his jacket, and so I thought that was a cool image. And then I said the other images that I thought was yeah, I got there and had some fun. I did. And I don't know if anyone is a Ghost in the Shell fan, but Uniqlo had Ghost in the Shell TV series T-shirts, and now they're almost sold out because I looked for one in my size, and there's one in my size. They're only in extra small and small. So if you're a small size and you like Ghost in the Shell, you might check out Uniqlo. And so that was fun. Yeah, I had fun getting out. And so I hope you see some art sometime soon. You have 2 minutes left on your 10-minute break. Thank you.